Greetings and salutations, everybody. Lord X here, and yes, we've got another episode of Glitched Out, and yes, we have it here today on a Monday, October the 2nd. That's right, getting back on schedule this week. Do apologize again for the late episode last week and no episode before that. But hey, we're back. Gonna attempt once again to keep on a schedule here. And before I go any further, I want to say one other thing before I forget and probably end up not saying it in this episode or saying it later on in the episode. Today is October the 2nd, and according to OutlawGamers.com, today is the birthday of Lucius Silver. So Lucius, happy birthday, man. Hope you're having a good one. Or had a good one, depending on when you listen to this. If you listen to this. Alright, so folks, we are going to kick off this episode with what I've been playing. I'm out of practice, I guess. We're going to kick off this episode as we kick off every episode. That's what I was supposed to say. But anyways, what I've been playing since I recorded the last episode, actually haven't been playing all that much. I've been playing a lot more Metroid Samus Returns. I'm down to about 10 Metroids remaining now, I believe. I'm down in the 5th area. It could be 10 or it might be 13. Somewhere in that range, anyway. So yeah, I'm down in the 5th area. Oh, I love this game so much. It is so freaking good. I've got the slowdown time power-up now, which is making things fun, or I'm seeing now where I've spent like so much time trying to do something where it's like, oh wait, I needed the slowdown mechanic for this now. But hey, I'm having a great time with that. And the other thing I've been playing is the Super Nintendo Entertainment System Classic. That's right, the SNES Classic released on Friday. I managed to get my hands on one. My little mini dose of nostalgia. You can check out my unboxing video here on the channel that I put up on Friday. Just watch me staring lovingly at that piece of technology. And I have been playing a few games onto it. First thing I dove into was Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars, because I wanted to see how it looked and ran on the system. It looks good. It runs great. Man, I love that game, and I will be playing through that. I do need to get some extender cables, though. That's the only thing really bugging me right now is the controller line, because they are kind of small again. Luckily, with my current setup here, I don't necessarily need a very long cable, but I do need the extenders. I realize that now, unfortunately. Should have picked this one up on the day I was at EB Games and picked up the system, but I never, so whoops. Other than that, though, loving it. Great system. What else have I played onto it? I played some Mario Kart last night, Super Mario Kart. Dove back into that. Essentially, comfort food. Absolute comfort food is the Super Nintendo Classic. Like, man, I don't feel like playing something massively and overly complicated. I want to take a trip down to my childhood past and play a game of old. So dove into Super Mario Kart, did a Grand Prix there, just loved it. Instantly the levels came back to me. And the other thing that I played, though, I played Star Fox 2, the never before released game that is included on the Super Nintendo Classic. And yeah, I know a big fuss came up about IGN's review of the game. They gave it a 5 out of 10. Kind of agree with that. Yes, it's a Super Nintendo game. I know some people it started to become a meme online about, of course the graphics are bad, it's a Super Nintendo game. Yeah, it's I believe it was a late developed Super Nintendo game too. That's kind of why they didn't release it at the end of the day, because they thought that it wouldn't hold up against other games releasing, and kind of hard to disagree with that. It's not the prettiest Super Nintendo game around. Like, judging it solely against other Super Nintendo games, against stuff like Super Mario RPG, it doesn't look that great. And for the first time since Wolfenstein, the original Wolfenstein 3D, it gave me a bit of a motion sickness playing it. Like, the first person stuff, oh, it was not good. It was not good at all. I played for a little bit. I did one level where I controlled, like, the walker doing that, and that was better, but yeah, I understand completely why they never released this game. It's cool that it's on there and that you can check it out. But yeah, it's if you're going to buy this thing solely for the purpose of Star Fox 2, kind of reconsider, in my opinion. Now, if you want it like I did for games like Final Fantasy VI and Final Fantasy 3, because they stuck with the original naming, which is great too, by the way. So for that, for Earthbound, for Secret of Mana, for Super Mario RPG, yeah, you'll love it. You'll absolutely love it. So do I. I plan on going through Final Fantasy 3. I've been wanting to replay that game now for a little while. It's my second favorite game of all time, which is kind of crazy right now because I'm replaying through my favorite game of all time, Final Fantasy 9 on the PlayStation 4, which I haven't gotten back around to playing this weekend because I've solely been focusing on Metroid, really. And I get now to replay my second favorite game of all time, Final Fantasy VI. So, end of 2017, I'm gone into nostalgia mode. Even though I think after I'm done recording this, I'm going to dive into Yakuza Kiwami for a bit. Alright, so that's what I've been playing. So, let's dive into the news. Of course, not much has happened since the last recording. However, I did pick out 3 news stories over on Gamitsu. First off, Dead Rising 4 to add fan-requested improvements on December the 5th. That's right, update is coming to all 3 versions of the game for the Xbox One, the PC, and the releasing PlayStation 4 version on December the 5th. So what will be coming? Human enemy improvements. Maniacs are human enemies that Frank encounters during the course of his investigation into what's happening in Willamette. The development team has spent time making these encounters feel more meaningful and rewarding. Maniacs will now have new weapons that suit their character, and Frank's reward for defeating a maniac will be wielding the new weapon. The AI that drives the maniacs is also being improved to provide players with an even greater challenge. Some of the maniacs will also have new maniac minions who will attack Frank during these fights, making these fights more difficult. Human enemy AI is being improved for all types, making them better at using cover, blocking attacks with shields, and countering players who might rely on a single attack. Ooh. Distress calls? While Dead Rising 4 always had human survivors in need of Frank West's help, the development team is adding 6 memorable side missions that we're calling distress calls. During Frank's time in Willamette, you will have the opportunity to answer these distress calls and aid a survivor in a newly scripted mission, carrying out a quest for the survivor. Once he's accomplished the assigned task, Frank will have to protect the survivor from the zombie hordes as they make their way to a safe location. Each of these 6 all-new distress call missions will give players a unique variation on one of Frank's outfits as a reward. The team is also looking at additional ways to improve the overall gameplay experience. These include improved controller responsiveness, faster attack speed, faster zombie horde awareness, more aggressive pursuit, rebalanced weapon distribution, improved zombie AI, mission tuning, and more. And there is, of course, a trailer out for this as well. Alright, next news story. We have The Good Life. Again, folks, if you don't know what The Good Life, this is a game coming from the creator of Deadly Premonition, Swery. So yeah, a new game coming from him. And if you don't know what this game is, essentially during the nighttime in this game you become a cat. But The Good Life now has revealed that there will be a dog version as well. That's right. While in The Good Life Cat, people will become cats at night. In The Good Life Dog, people, including the protagonist Naomi, will become dogs at night. As a cat, Naomi will be able to climb up to high spots and slip into cramped passages. As a dog, she'll be able to dig holes and follow scent trails. You also get to find different items, and the way you interact with the townspeople will also change. Some story beats may also differ. Both versions are compatible with each other for online multiplayer, where you'll be able to turn into a cat or dog and visit a friend or stranger's town. In their town, you can scratch posts and leave cricket corpses on your friends' doorsteps as cats, or mark their doors with your urine and scare the sheep as dogs. According to Shuhiro, there will be a bunch of creative ways to play tricks on one another. The Good Life just keeps on getting better, but I don't think they've been doing well in their Fig campaign. Let's just take a quick look there right now. Oh god. There is 11 days and 5 hours left. They have raised $287,900, and their goal is $1,500,000. This is not looking good for The Good Life. Ouch. Hopefully they'll be able to make it some way, but yeah, good luck to them. Alright, finally folks, this is a topic of conversation that has come up quite a bit on Glitched Out, both in the report and on the Glitched Out Gaming podcast. The PS2 on PS4 titles. I absolutely adore these. I love the fact that they have put quite a few on there that I love, like the Dark Cloud games, and Star Ocean is on there now. Some really fun PlayStation 2 games. But the one developer who just keeps bringing the goods to this program, and if nobody else wants to make tons of money, well, Rockstar Games is going to take all that cash for themselves, because they have been the absolute best third-party publisher / developer putting games onto this program. They've got GTA 3, San Andreas, Vice City all on there. Manhunt is on there. I think 1 and 2. I might be wrong on that. And a ton of other games. And now they're bringing 4 more titles. That's right. The ESRB has rated PlayStation 4 versions of Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories, Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne, and Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. Not the Dubstep Edition, just the Dub Edition. Rockstar Games has been one of the more active third-party developers in re-releasing its PlayStation 2 catalog on PlayStation 4. That said, these are likely PS2 on PlayStation 4 titles. So yeah, this is really cool. I mean, Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories, fantastic GTA games back on the PlayStation Portable. And again on PS2, they were fun there as well. They're really solid Grand Theft Auto titles. I mean, they're not overly spectacular in any fashion, like you're not going to get a GTA 5 experience here, but for back in the day on PSP, these were awesome. So it's really cool that these are coming over to PlayStation 4 now, or apparently they are anyway. Midnight Club 3, that's wicked right there. That's like... Now, I'm not a big, like, racing fan, and I'm not exactly sure what's included here in Midnight Club 3, but can't remember if there's any licensing issues that might arise from here, like if there were any actual brand names into this, because that would be the one issue with like bringing over those kind of titles. If there's like no brand name cards in Midnight Club, that's, you know, awesome that they can actually bring that over. That's cool. Just I wish the prices on the PS2 to PS4 games wasn't so expensive. Christ, they're bad in some cases. I think Destroy All Humans was like $25 here Canadian, more than that actually. Star Ocean 3, another one of my favorite games of all time, is I think $28. The reason why I haven't picked it up yet, I've been waiting for a really good sale on it, but yeah. Anyways, this is cool. They're supporting the program. But we have no idea when these are exactly coming, though. However, what we do know is coming is the games of October. That's right, it's time now to dive into our topic of the week this week, our games of October. Alright, so pulling up the list here. This is what we have, folks. Let's run down through this rather quickly, and I'll go back over picking out some of the big name titles here. On the 2nd, we have Divided We Fall for Windows, Mac, and Linux. On the 3rd, or I should say, Divided We Fall is out today. Coming out tomorrow on the 3rd, Battle Chasers Night War for Windows, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. Cold Step Revolt comes out on the 3DS. And Forza Motorsport 7 for Windows and Xbox One. On the 5th, we have A Hat in Time for Windows, Mac, PS4, and Xbox One. Axiom Verge gets its Nintendo Switch release. Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen releases on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Raiden 5 Director's Cut releases on Windows and PlayStation 4. On the 6th, we have some Nintendo goodness in Layton's Mystery Journey for the 3DS, and Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions. On the 10th, we have Artica.1 releasing for Windows, weird PC games. Cyber Dimension Neptunia 4 Goddesses Online for the PlayStation 4. Middle-earth Shadow of War for Windows, PS4, and Xbox One. Raid World War II for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Tiny Barbarian DX for the Nintendo Switch. And Touhou Kobuto 5 Burst Battle releases in Japan and Asia for Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation Vita. On the 13th, we have Chaos: Child for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita in the West. And The Evil Within 2 for Windows, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. I think I had that right for Asia. Chaos Child? I'm sorry, I copied over everything from Wikipedia here, and I can't remember if the A in brackets is for Asia, which in that is for North America, or if it's for Asia. I believe, no, Dragon's Dogma is out this week, so yeah. If it's that, it's in Asia. Right. So that Chaos Child one is in Japan. Continuing on the 15th, we have Tear Owari to Hajimaro no Shizuku for PlayStation 4. Try saying that 5 times fast. I sure as hell can't. On the 17th, we have Elix releasing for Windows, PS4, and Xbox One. Gran Turismo Sport for PlayStation 4. Megaton Rainfall for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation VR. South Park: The Fractured But Whole releasing for Windows, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. And WWE 2K18 releasing for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Microsoft Windows. They also list a Nintendo Switch version here, but I'm pretty sure that hasn't been confirmed yet, that the Switch version is day and date. Haven't even seen any footage or anything for that, so I'm going to say the Switch version isn't out on the 17th. Could be wrong there. Correct me in the comments if I am. And as for WWE 2K18, if you pre-ordered the Digital Deluxe or Seen Enough edition, or yeah, that's the collector's edition. If you pre-ordered either one of those or the Digital Deluxe edition, you'll actually be able to play that on the 13th. Like I will be. On the 19th, we have Age of Empires Definitive Edition for Windows and City Shrouded in Shadow for PlayStation 4. On the 20th, Fire Emblem Warriors releases for the Nintendo Switch and 3DS, and Siberia releases on the Nintendo Switch. On the 24th, Destiny 2 gets its Windows release. Hidden Agenda releases for PlayStation 4. Just Dance 2018 releases for Windows, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Wii U, and the Wii? What? Just Dance. It's on every fucking thing imaginable. Even though they're doing a Wii version of Just Dance 2018? What? What? I should read over these before I actually do this. Knights of Azure 2, Bride of the New Moon, releases for Windows, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Yoaria, Midnight Shadows, releases for Windows, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation Vita. On the 27th, we have a triple threat headliner of mass proportions. We have Assassin's Creed Origins for Windows, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus for Windows, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. Switch version to release at a later date. And Super Mario Odyssey for the Nintendo Switch. Get ready for those Mario nipples, everybody. And on the 31st, we have Monster Jam Crush It for the Nintendo Switch. So, hot diggity, diggity, diggity damn, folks. October is a jam-packed month. Lots of big titles here. Re-release wise, we got a ton here. Axiom Verge, fucking awesome game. Dragon's Dogma, never played it myself, but I've heard many good things. I think there was another re-release here. Siberia, I've heard that's a great series as well. That's released there. Destiny 2 is re-released, even though, well, it gets its Windows version, not really re-release, I guess. But yeah, lots of good shit there. And just for new games along night, there's a ton of stuff for 3DS and Vita in the month. And then the big games, we have Middle Earth, Shadow of Loot Boxes. Don't buy it. Doesn't matter how hype you are. Show Warner Brothers. I'm absolutely on the bandwagon of show Warner Brothers. No. If you want to play it bad enough, wait for a pre-owned copy. That's my suggestion for that one. Do not give Warner Brothers money for the horrible marketing behind that game and some of their horrible decisions on what they're doing with it. Loot boxes should never be in a single player game like they are for that game. The Evil Within 2. Massive game. I might finally play the first one. Maybe that'll be a good stream game for October. Should finish up Crash. Maybe I'll do that after I'm done recording this. What else we got here? Gran Turismo Sport gets its PS4 release. That's massive. South Park, The Fractured But Whole. WWE 2K18, which is looking awesome for wrestling fans like myself. And then Nintendo, well, let's save that for after. Assassin's Creed Origins, brand new Assassin's Creed game this month. Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus. Great, a lot of positive stuff behind that one already. And the Switch is getting two massive games within a week of each other. Fire Emblem Warriors, which is looking cool. I'm not a big Misu fan, so this is a Fire Emblem game that I'm not going to pick up right away. Maybe if some miracle the planets align and Nintendo actually puts a game on sale in places, maybe I'll pick it up then. And Super Mario Odyssey. I'm absolutely 100% on board with Mario Odyssey right now. I am so excited for that game. I keep watching the trailers, cannot wait. And the other game there that I'm looking forward to, I probably won't buy it day one just because I really don't have the money for it, is Cyber Dimension Neptunia, simply because I'm a big fan of the Hyperdimension Neptunia games, as most of you know by now. So yeah, looking forward to that one. I might wait and just pick that one up on a PSN sale or something. They usually go pretty cheap after a few months. So yeah, there you go. That is the games of October. I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys are looking forward to. And alright, with that, folks, there are no questions and comments because this episode is going up almost immediately, only a few days after the last episode, so thanks if you left any comments on the last episode after I've done recording this, so thank you guys. Recommendation of the week. Yeah, since we are now in October, I feel like I should be recommending some horror type games, so my recommendation is Parasite Eve. Great horror JRPG. Very, very, very good. And my pick of the week, it's going to go to Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions. Game looks cool. I've heard many good things. I never played the original. I may check this one out eventually. And it's an RPG. And an RPG always gets my recommendation of the week because it's the best genre in my opinion. Alright, so with that, folks, that's going to do it for me for today. Of course, you can follow me on Twitter at @the_LordX. You hit that little subscribe button down below and the bell. You'll know when I post more videos like Tuesday Throwdown, which will go up tomorrow, which will feature today's birthday boy, Lucius Silver, in a matchup against Fatui as Fatui attempts to regain the legendary championship, cashing in his rematch clause. So you can look forward to that tomorrow, or in the past if you're looking at this after October the 3rd. And yeah, that's about it, folks. And I'm over on Twitch at @the_LordX as well. I stream stuff every now and then when I find the time. And until next time, I've been Lord X, you have been awesome, and I am glitching out.